Hello, my name is Jerry Paul. I'm a writer, I'm a student, I'm a musician, I play the ukulele, which you'll probably know from having watched my videos. This is a video of a more serious nature. I have a condition called brittle asthma, and as well as the conditions I want to talk about, which is fibromyalgia and ME. I have severe fibromyalgia. I don't have severe ME. I'm quite lucky in that respect. I'm in pain on a day-to-day basis that usually sits around a 5 or a 6 on my pain scale, which would probably be about a 7 or 8 on your pain scale. I live with that every day. 5 or a 6, I can function just about. Any higher, and I have to take painkillers, which make me woozy and don't always help with the pain. I am a disabled person. I have a full-time carer because of the disabilities that have come about from the fact that I have ME and fibromyalgia and the brittle asthma. I'm in a wheelchair most of the time. I'm in pain most of the time. May 12th is the day that we put aside, that is Fibromyalgia, ME, Chronic Fatigue Syndrome Awareness Day, and I wanted to do something different this year. Normally I post the spoon theory, which is very useful for people wanting to describe what chronic fatigue, chronic pain stuff is like. It's actually written for lupus, but it kind of covers it all. I also post a fairy tale thing that I came across many years ago when I first started to journal. I posted it on May 12th, and I thought this year I would do something different. I also have fibromyalgia awareness post, or information post I think you'd call it, on my live journal, which is unlocked, open to everybody, and this basically the sites to help people like me raise awareness and get support from other people who really know what's going on, what it's like to live with this. My latest, or one of the books I'm writing at the moment, because I have quite a few that haven't been released, has a young woman, or young girl, she's only 15, caring for her mum who has ME and fibromyalgia, and I'm hoping that that will also show some awareness to the world that this condition's real, and it really is quite bad sometimes. I had a friend called Jessie. Her name was actually Lynn Gilderdale, which I'm sure you may have all heard of if you live in the UK. She committed suicide with the help of her mother because she lived with ME severely for 17 years, and she realised she wasn't going to get better. For me, it's not about whether I get better or not, it's just about living. I've always been one that's decided that life is there for living. You take the cards you're dealt and you live. And some days it's hard, some days it's easy, but other days it's just something you do. I'm doing this video because I wanted to show people what it was like, or what a person with fibromyalgia and ME looked like. I'm normal. I don't have a sign above my head that tells people, by the way, I'm disabled and I'm in constant pain. And right now I've actually had quite a few pain meds this morning because I couldn't sleep at 5:15 this morning, so I had to get up, and I was in too much pain to sleep, so I had to get up, and I've been in pain since then. That's a normal day for me. Some days I'll sleep until 7 when we have to get up to drop our my friend's little girl off at school, my carer's little girl, or some days I'll sleep until midday. It's Saturday, Sunday, and some days the pain is so bad that I'm up at a ridiculous time in the morning, and I'm just struggling to get through. There is a charity called the Fibromyalgia Foundation. I'll put the link in the thing at the bottom. They started by raising awareness with, I got one, ducks with spots for the trigger points of fibromyalgia. They started by trying to get 1 million ducks worldwide, and it took off and had photos taken and posted on the website. And then on their 2nd birthday, they released they announced the Fibromyalgia Foundation, which is raising money to fund research in the UK into what causes fibromyalgia, and if there's a cure for fibromyalgia, or just treatments, something that is better than being told, oh, it's all in your head. I read a book recently by a doctor, I read a lot, and he basically said that people with fibromyalgia are just, it's just a fact of life, And the way he phrased it, I can't really remember, but the way he phrased it, I just thought, how dare you? How dare you insinuate that because of what has happened in my life, this was bound to happen? This is not normal. I should not have to live in pain. I should not have to sit here and think, okay, I'm going to have to move in a minute, but it's going to hurt. I should not remember what it was like not to be in constant pain. That should not be happening. Yes, I'm old. I'm 30. I've been diagnosed with fibro for when I was 19, so 11 years. Yeah, 11 years. And they reckon I'd had the symptoms I reckon I'd had the symptoms for a while. And I was diagnosed with ME in May 2001, so yeah, 11 years. But again, I'd had the symptoms 6 months before that, so probably about 12 years. That was a long time to hurt continually, to be in constant pain, to not be able to remember stupid little words that you just can't think of, to not have the energy to chase after or even look after your goddaughter, your carer's child, who looks at you as an aunt, who you are the second parent to, and not be able to do anything with her. It hit me the other day when I needed help getting dressed and my carer was busy and her 7-year-old daughter had to help me. It hit me then. She shouldn't think that's normal. She shouldn't think that she shouldn't know about stuff like that. She should be a 7-year-old who is outside playing. She shouldn't know about the fact that sometimes when you're older you get sick, or even when you're young you get sick. I'm not saying she shouldn't know about disabled people, because I knew about disabled people from a young age. I'm just saying she shouldn't have to care for me when she's 7. Basically, I want to raise awareness of fibromyalgia and ME. I want people to help fund research into fibromyalgia and ME. I want to know that even if there's not a treatment that's going to be around in my lifetime, that it's around in my goddaughter's, so that she doesn't have to live like this, so that if it did strike her, she has hope. I want to say I still have hope. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I just want the future people, or even the people who suffer now, who are young and carefree and not carefree anymore. I want people who are in pain, not just from fibromyalgia, chronic pain, from conditions that people have such little information about. I want to know that there is hope, that there is a future. And unfortunately, there isn't right now. There is research into fibromyalgia, and there is drugs that can help, but compare them to the drugs for something like cancer or stuff like that. There's loads of drugs for them. I'm not saying the research shouldn't be done. I'm just saying, for someone who lives with this condition, a condition that is thought to affect at least 1% of people in the UK, which I know is a tiny number, but when you think of how many people that live in the UK, that's quite a big number. I think they deserve the right just as much to have research done for them. So if you can only give £1 or $1 or whatever, just spare something. Because we all deserve to be able to have hope. We do. Thanks for watching.